Honorable members, I have a petition regarding legal recognition and protection of e-hailing motorcycle riders and delivery personnel. Honorable members, Article 119 of the Constitution accords any person the right to petition Parliament to consider any matters within its authority. Further, Standing Order 2252B requires the Speaker to report to the House any petition other than those presented by a member. In this regard, I wish to report to the House that my office has received a petition from the Digital Border Riders and Deliveries Association of Kenya, led by one Calvin Okumu, their chairperson, seeking the recognition and protection of e-hailing motorcycle riders and delivery personnel. Honorable members, the association is seeking for the recognition of the cyclist transport subsector, popularly known as the border industry, which has become a strategic part of the Kenya transport system, providing last-mile connectivity and creating employment opportunities for thousands of Kenyans and significantly transforming the sector. The Digital Border Riders and Deliveries Association of Kenya further contend that despite the association representing a large community of digital riders who operate through various platforms in the digital industry, they face a myriad of challenges. These challenges include, but are not limited to, unfair classifications of drivers, lopsided contracts, oppressive pricing formulas, unfavorable working conditions, unfair compensation, arbitrary administrative actions, unlawful account deactivation, data protection violations, and lack of recognition of riders' welfare associations, among other attendant issues. The association claims that other digital platforms such as Bolt, Glovo, and Uber charge excessive commissions exceeding the 18% recommended for the e-hailing subsector. This subjects riders to losses or profits after accounting losses of profit or no profits after accounting for operational costs. Moreover, riders lack designated parking areas, leading to unfair harassment from traffic police and county officials. Lastly, the Digital Border Drivers draws the attention of the House to insufficient government oversight over the operations of transport network companies and a legal and regulatory gap in which the digital riding subsector is currently not recognized by labor laws. They note that this has led to unfair treatment and exploitation of the riders. Honorable member of the Digital Border Drivers and Deliveries Association concludes by praying that the National Assembly, 1, enacts or amends relevant legislation to formally recognize digital riders as a core subsector of the transport industry and ensure their rights are protected. 2, recommends necessary amendments of the National Transport and Safety Authority, Transport Network Owners, Drivers and Passengers Regulations 2022 to include motorcycles as vehicles protected under the regulations. And 3, inquires into the urgently recommended appropriate legal and regulatory reforms on, among others, the operations of transport network companies, including pricing mechanisms and contract terms, establishing a minimum wage for e-hailing riders and minimum contractual terms, the empowerment of rider welfare organizations, fair hearing before adverse actions against riders, clear timelines for addressing their complaints, both internally and externally, review of the minimum costs of deliveries, designation of specific parking areas for riders, and training of riders on county regulations. Honorable members, the request of the association is well within the authority of this House, pursuant to Article 95(2) of the Constitution, which provides that the National Assembly deliberates on and resolves issues of concern to the people. Given the nature of the prayers sought by the e-hailing motorcycle riders, I hereby commit this matter to the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure for consideration. The committee is required to consider the matters contained in the prayers of the association, conduct an inquiry and report its findings to the House and to the petitioners. Further, the committee will also be expected to provide policy and legislative interventions to be actualized by this House to bring this matter, which keeps recurring, to closure. I thank you.